name is Tomasz Bednarz, and I'm the chair of Siggraph Asia 2019 that will be held in Brisbane in Australia. And I have a pleasure to be here in Shenzhen with the traveling Computer Animation Festival from Los Angeles 2017. So Computer Animation Festival is one of our programs, one of the major programs at Siggraph that brings the best animations from across the globe to Siggraph community, computer graphics community. It has as well lately like VR components. So if you're coming to Siggraph, you can also enjoy Computer Animation Festival and the VR Village. So one of the main purposes of my travel here is of course showing you guys the Computer Animation Festival, making sure your community as well understands what Siggraph is all about. And one of my personal mission is to make sure we connect across different communities in different countries, especially that Siggraph Asia is very, very unique in the whole kind of universe, because we have every single year Siggraph Asia is happening in different countries, and those different countries give this unique experience, right? So my mission is to make sure that you enjoy the Computer Animation Festival, and second thing, you understand and can ask me directly the questions how we can help to connect you to Siggraph and the community as well itself. So as you most probably know by now, Siggraph Asia 2019 is happening in Australia, in Brisbane, so it's for the very first time ever. So we're super excited about that because we can finally bring largest computer graphics community down under. And what we want to make sure you really enjoy the Australian hospitality, Australian coffee, and as well link it with the local culture. So there'll be lots of elements that are coming into like native Aboriginal people, for instance. So we'll be having like a bit of like arts coming from that background. The whole Siggraph Asia 2019 will be held in Brisbane in the convention center, which is located just in the middle of the city. So super locations for restaurants, hotels, as well as entertainment. We have like 3 universities sitting around as well, which is great. In terms of programs, we're trying to build as well like way we're doing all the programs, trying to design it in the way that we connect West with East. So in most of my programs, we try to employ like chairs, for instance, that are from Americas and Asia, so they connect and they bring and connect community together. And that's why we're getting like most of the juries from our local communities in Asia, whole Asia and Australasia, making sure we have like this local element as well. We have some surprises as well, so one of them will be like Super Secret Symposium. I like to call it Super Secret Symposium and leave it as it is at the moment. You're gonna find out if you come to Brisbane next year. Of course, we have beautiful beaches as well in Australia, so if you come, not only be part of the one of the best conferences ever, but as well you can go to the beach. You can try local food, which is like you can try kangaroo, you can try chip and fish. There's actually one more thing. So very strongly encourage you guys to be coming to Brisbane, to Australia, and please directly contact me if you want to be involved in any way. So I'm very, very happy, and we have very supportive community, and as well as Siggraph communities that will try to work with you and us to make sure it's the best experience ever.
So, as you know, Rayvision is doing rendering, cloud rendering business throughout China and also all around the world. We have about 50 countries, clients from all 50 countries, so all around the world. So, what do you think the cloud rendering for the business, or maybe for your business, either probably any insights that you can share?
Okay, so I think the
or
whole,
just generic cloud.
Yeah. So what I think, actually, I very believe in cloud. So we're doing lots of stuff in science with clouds, but as well like in visualization, computer graphics, and so on. Yes. So the business model you have is actually very, very spot on in my opinion. Currently, especially these days.
Yes.
Where it's kind of not any more attractive to buy render farms like in-house, so it's better to offload the load somewhere in the clouds,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So clouds, how I see the cloud, also how we use clouds in the past. We use clouds for building like virtual labs, so perhaps something what you do when you can, like deploy
Yes.
some of the compute,
Yes.
rendering pipelines, some of the very heavy, like AI and simulations.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
calculate everything. So you basically like prepare every single workflow element beforehand. You click, push the button, go home, come back next morning, and everything is done for you, right?
Yes, yes.
So I see very huge value into that. And there is of course problems with the cloud as well. Like we discussed before, for instance, like privacy,
Yes.
cybersecurity.
Yes.
But it depends on the business, right? So
Yes.
not everybody need that.
Yes, yes.
So,
yes,
so what do you think about that?
All our R&D, our IT system is all geared towards the MPA standard. Of course, MPA is not the highest. There are Disney, there are Marvel, there are higher security that we are gearing towards that.
Fantastic.
And so we're trying hard on that. It's a lot of work,
Yes.
a lot of investment, but then we are working hard on that. But then there are still a lot of problems because in China and then Europe, and because all our servers in China, right?
Yes.
There's still Europe and then even Australia.
Yeah.
So there are transfer and a line.
So that's the biggest problem, right?
Yes.
So sometimes we say, it's cheaper to send hard drives rather than download stuff. Perhaps you have the same problem in here.
Same
right?
thing.
So perhaps the best way would be to go global, right? So having like render farms everywhere across different cities and different continents, right? So is the plan for that?
Yeah, so we are Alibaba invested.
Okay.
And so we are working with Alibaba, and we're also working with Oracle. And also IBM used to come to us. So almost all the cloud service could come to us to see, we can utilize their international lines and international. But then one thing is for like Amazon, we have clients go to Amazon, work on Amazon, and then they feel very frustrated because for the regular pricing are too expensive for the production. So they use the
lower one,
the bidding one. Bidding one. I think it's called
Elastic Cloud.
Elastic, and then they're using the one that you have to bid for it.
Yes.
Right. So it's very hard to control the budget when you start to bidding things. Because sometimes it go to $5 an hour, sometimes go to 20 cents an hour. It's hard to control the budget. So at the end, and also there's a lot of work because they need software. Develop their own software. They need to distribute, write things. And they need to have a license, software license, all those things. But then and there's no service basically. It's just you do everything DIY, right?
Yes.
So they come to us. So we have this project. We set up our budget. Can you do it? And then we can say, okay, we can do it. We can give you this service. Then it's a lot easier for the producer, for the production to manage, projects.
So in terms of like, if I can ask you, understand you're doing like mainly like rendering as a service. That's the main model for the business, and cloud is the major like driving force, which is great. So like in my world, in my professional world, we're looking more into real-time computer graphics. Because we not like, especially my teams are not doing much of rendering itself. We do like lots of computer graphics. Also we use like game engines. We develop like our own engines that are very low level because you need to have very close control of how you do compute and very close to the GPU cost and CPU cost to make sure you have the maximum speed, because you need to render let's say 120 million pixels in 3D, 120 frames per second, right? And then my dream is actually to start looking in opportunities where we can actually connect the biggest visualization centers and render farms. Perhaps could help with that. How we could maybe connect outcomes of the game engines with some of your infrastructures, and then share the experience across like let's say 6 different sites at the same time across the globe, and have like discussions about visualization and maybe pre-rendering of some of the maybe like movies or animations you can do, like live compositing. What do you think about this?
Well, we're looking very closely into real-time rendering right now. And we have about 600 GPU cards right now, and it's expanding more because we utilize a lot of people is coming to us asking for GPU rendering power. And currently they're still using kind of pre-rendered GPU system. So it's still kind of rendering, but a lot faster, just accelerated rendering. But at one time, that we will have a real-time rendering engine to do that. And I've been talking to Epic. I've been talking to the other one is the not Unreal, but then Unity. And they all have these high-level film market. They want to try to hold of, so and they are working very hard on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can see that. So we are following this very closely. So at one time, I think we will do that. And we are working on, actually we are working on a grid system right now for distribution for education systems. And then so this is something that we are actually are needing to do that. And we have a division for networking. Networking. So right now we have 10 points in China. I think we can distribute very fast, high speed, to the 10 points city. And then we can have little branches coming out to different companies.
Fantastic.
So that way that we can distribute things very quickly in China.
So you can do perhaps something real time as well, a bit more than less. And I think like where it can go. Like about your interest in the company, for instance, and doing more like so production, I understand, and movie industry and so on. How about you say about science and maybe a bit about art, and especially maybe like biomedical science, because the rendering can be used. Very high resolution scans of the art.
Actually, we're very open to that. Because one thing is we have right now we have 10,000 servers, and it's growing rapidly right now every year.
Okay. Thank you.